Hello, I'm Carrie Wyatt Kent. Joining me today is author Martha Bolton, here to talk about her latest book, Josiah for President. Welcome to Christian Fiction, Martha.
Thanks. Great to be here.
The release of this book during the heat of the presidential campaign is timely. Everyone is watching debates and arguing about which candidate is best, but this book puts a different spin on national politics. Martha, tell our viewers a bit about Josiah for President.
Well, it's a what-if scenario. With all the things that are going on in politics, I got the idea, and I wondered what it would be like if a Amish man ran for president. And so I started playing with that idea, and the end result is Josiah for president. And it's about an Amish man who is drafted without his knowledge and against his will for a while, but then he starts thinking about it and wondering if maybe he is the right person for this future election. It's a future election in America's history, and so he runs for president. So that's what the book's about.
Wow. Now, what inspired you to write about an Amish man running for president? I've had some people ask me even do the Amish even vote? Could that actually ever happen?
Well, the way it's played out in the book, it definitely could happen. He does struggle with it because some do vote, and some have ran for local offices, but no one has ever ran for president, of course, and that goes against their church rules. So there's an internal struggle within Josiah that he has to deal with. And he struggles with that, and he talks with the bishop. Obviously, the bishop is against it. And he comes to terms with it, and he has to weigh the risks involved. And whether or not one would ever really do that, there certainly is the enthusiasm among people, as witnessed on his Facebook page, which is operated by his campaign manager. But there is a groundswell of people that think it's a pretty good idea if an Amish man were to run for president. And it's just an interesting what-if scenario to think about. He's a very likable character. He's very Lincoln-like, full of wit and wisdom and quiet courage, just a gentle man, very knowledgeable in farming and just thinking about how life should run. And in the book, it's not about going to the left or to the right. It's about moving back to what's important. I don't mention parties in the book. It's the political scene, and then Josiah is a candidate that I concentrate on, but there's no parties mentioned in the book.
Have your readers thought that you were on their side, no matter what side they're on?
Actually, yeah. Well, I grew up, my dad was a Democrat and my mom was a Republican. They voted in every election. So every time they voted, they basically canceled each other out. But they were very faithful voters. So it kind of takes just a balanced look at politics and at some of the negativity that is out there. And Josiah is this new candidate that steps on the scene in this future election. Where America is at a perfect storm situation in her history, and Josiah may be the man for the hour. And so he does end up running, and I won't tell you what all happens,
right,
but he does run.
For us. He seems like a bit of a reluctant hero. Would you say that's true?
Absolutely. He is definitely a reluctant hero. He gets talked into it. He's not even aware of it at the beginning, and he's talked into running, and he goes along with it and takes the risks involved, and I won't tell you whether he wins or loses or what happens after that, but he does go into it, and it's quite an adventure.
Sounds like a great book. One last question. What do you hope readers will take away from reading this book, Martha?
Well, I hope they laugh. I hope they cry. I hope they learn. I hope it makes them think about however it applies to their own life. Josiah hits so many topics in his campaign, in the debates, in different moments with Congressman Stedman, who is a presidential candidate who is the one who drafts Josiah. And Congressman Stedman's struggle to become the man that he wants to become. I think a lot of people identify with that, trying to do the best you can, and different things in life get in the way. So I hope the book hits those chords in people, and by the time they end the book, I hope it's moved something in them emotionally.
Oh, that's great. Well, it sounds like a wonderful book and a fun read. It sounds like it has a lot of humor. And so thank you, Martha, for taking time to chat with us today. And friends, if you haven't read Josiah for President yet, get a copy and read it. We will be discussing Josiah for President on the Christian Fiction Facebook page at our virtual book club, which will be Monday, October 29th at 8 p.m. Central Time. And we would love to have you join us. Anyone can join us. Just come to our Facebook page. And of course, Martha will be there to chat with the book club as well. So we'll see you soon. And we're looking forward to talking to you then, Martha. Thanks.
Looking forward to it.